Guys, ladies and gentlemen, who saw this coming? I'd be lying if I said I did. I did not, okay? I mean, it was an absolute continuation from last week. And all week long, and I'll eat my crow, I said the same thing. I felt like it was hard for me to take that Carolina win and indicate how the season was going to go because it's the Panthers. Obviously, they're one of the worst teams. If they look today against the Chargers, they probably are the worst team. Um, However, I mean, I was coming into this game. I thought we had a chance to win. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was like everybody else, picking Dallas to win all across the board. I thought we had a shot to win. I did. I thought it would be a competitive game. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout on either side. And the way we came out and started, just like we did a week ago, was just absolutely. I mean, it was so overwhelmingly satisfying. Like I can't even put it into words. We go on the road. We score on 7 out of 9 possessions, and we beat a team that was 8-0 at home last year and the number 2 seed in the NFC. We beat them by 25 points on the road. Dominate them from start to finish. It was never close. There was never any concern ever at any point in the game. This New Orleans Saints team, based off the first 2 weeks, might be good. And a lot of us did not see that coming, okay? But we might be good. And I say might with an asterisk because anything can happen. Injuries, flukes, etc. You don't know what's going to happen. But this team might be good. I don't think we're going to go 5-12 or 6-11 like everybody else was saying preseason prediction, 4-13, whatever everybody was saying. Throw that crap out the window. That's not happening, okay? I said we'd win between 7 and 10 games. That still could happen. But I'm sitting here. I think we could win 9 or 10 right now. I really do. I believe that. And I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. We'll not do that. But we might be better than that. We might be better than that. And I mean, hats off to Clint Kubiak. I cannot. I mean, I cannot address how much of a difference this guy has made up to this point. We've scored, let's see, 44. We've scored 91 points in the first 2 weeks of the season so far, 46.5 points per game. You know how long it took us to get to 91 points last year? Like week 5. I mean, bro, you want to tell me that Pete Carmichael was not the issue? The guy is an absolute fraud, and he's being exposed for the fraud that he is right here in front of our faces. Pete Carmichael was a literal freaking terrorist. He was a Saints terrorist. And it's showing. It's absolutely showing. I mean, you look at the run-pass balance. You look at the creativity of the plays. I mean, it looks like the Saints of the early 2010s. It does. And, I mean, we're actually running the football very well. I mean, this is absolutely exciting, dude. I can't believe this. Derek Carr has looked really good, for the exception of that one interception that he had, which it was off Olave's hand, but it was a little bit of an overthrow. Aside from that, Derek Carr has looked very good. And, I mean, I got to tip my hat to this offense. And defensively, we knew what our defense was going to be. We knew that our defense was going to be solid. We knew that they were going to hold teams to under 20 points. But, I mean, the big question mark was the offensive line, and they've held up, man. They've held up for 2 weeks, man. Uh, Good game, Pat, man. Good game, brother. Jerry, what's good? Brute, what's good, man? George, my dude, what's up? Rise up. RT. Yeah, dude, RT88. I've known you for years, man. I know you wanted this game, considering you are in Baton Rouge. I know how much this game meant to you. I think you guys will bounce back and beat the Ravens next week. I do, because they don't look really good either. They don't look very good either. But I can't say enough about this Saints team. I'm absolutely impressed beyond belief. We haven't trailed yet so far this year. I think we're the only team that's not trailed in a game so far yet. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's ridiculous, man. Mr. Hudat, what's good? JG, what's good, man? I can't remember a time where the Saints started the season the way they did in recent memory. The last time the Saints started the season similar to this was back in our Super Bowl year when we beat the first two teams on our schedule, Detroit and Philadelphia. We beat them by like 18 and 26 points. So that's about the most recent period of time where I can remember us winning in dominant fashion and starting the season off as dominantly as we have in recent memory. And I mean, I definitely think this is a good indicator. Other the team is exceeding expectations beyond belief, and I mean, I can't even begin to speak on how shocked I am. But this team is definitely, I mean, they're putting everything out there, and I'm very, very pleased as a fan. Um, as always, I think in every game you look and you try to look at what you can do better. And even in this game, I found some some errors that we could work on, specifically defensively. And I get it. Defensively, we held them to 19 points, intercepted Dak Prescott twice. But the way that this defensive line was missing sacks and letting Dak get out of pressure and make throws and uh, whenever they were forced not jump the ball instead of trying to pick it up, things of that nature. Like, come on, man, come on. Don't spot them. Don't help them. And especially in that their only touchdown to CeeDee Lamb, that should have been a tackle and out of bounds. Simple as that. That should have been a tackle and out of bounds. That might have been worse than the Marcus Williams play in the Minnesota game in the playoffs 6 years ago. That might have been worse than that, dude, because you had two defenders that were literally covering him, surrounding him. All you got to do is gang tackle him. I mean, Dallas didn't really do anything offensively throughout the day. So I mean, hey, hats off to the Saints today, man. I'm very proud. It's going to be a very exciting week. So I can't say enough. I can't say enough about it. What's up, Jordan? Who that? So I said coming into the year, I think if we are 2-3 going into week 6, I'd say we're about where we need to be if we want to compete for the division. Well, we're 2-0, so we're going to be at least 2-3 going into week 6. So I think we've exceeded expectations. A lot of people thought we were going to start 1-4, and I mean, honestly, how it's looking right now, I think we could beat Atlanta on the road. I think we could beat them on the road. That'll be a tough game, but I do the way they look. I think we can beat them on the road as of right now. Things can change. I get it. What's up, Cowboys face? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, my man? Jordan, buddy, I'm sorry that you were feeling bad, bro. To be honest, I haven't been feeling the greatest either. Just a lot going on. Not just the hurricane situation, but just school and everything like that. Like right now, my laptop is I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not turning on. I got to go bring it to somebody to see if they can fix it. So I got a lot going on in my life too. My sleep's been off, so. You're not alone, Jordan, man. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I hope you get better. Uh, yeah, Cowboys face, man. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Pat. Two of my more favorite two of the more favorable Cowboys fans on here, along with Mosh. Shouts out to you guys handling this with such class. I know that was not an easy game to watch for you guys, especially being at home. Um, I mean, I felt like you guys were the better team. You should have won. Everybody was picking you across the board. I thought we had a chance to win. What's up, Hoodad? How you doing? But congratulations to congratulations. Props to the Saints today, man. Props to the Saints today. They did their thing, man. I can't even, it was great to watch. So I'm on the way home. I went to watch the game with my cousin, who is a Dallas Cowboys fan. He lives about an hour away from me. Went to watch it with him. So I'm just coming back right now. Got a few things I gotta get done before I go home. But nonetheless, this was just, I mean, excellent. Uh, Aside from that, yeah, Pat, dude, I couldn't believe how outplayed our offensive line played your defense today, dude. I mean, it was hard to believe, dude. But I think you guys will bounce back next week and beat the Ravens for sure. Crazy football fans. I'm not into soccer, buddy. Sorry, not into soccer. I get it. You call it football, but over here we talk about American professional football, the real football. Soccer, that's cool. You like Real Madrid, cool. Not really a big fan of all that over here, but I respect your passion. Anyway, yeah, dude, Micah Parsons was getting freaking locked down by Foster Moreau. Jawan Johnson was blocking. Like I saw a bunch of different blocking schemes that Clint Kubiak did to really take Micah Parsons out the game. So I mean, all around excellent job. And this just goes on. What's up, Caleb? How you doing, brother? And this just kind of goes on to show how bad of an offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael was, man. My goodness, if it wasn't confirmed back then, I mean, come on now. This does this is a good sample. We hadn't scored like this all last year until the final game of the year, and I mean, yeah, dude, Pete Carmichael, if not 60% of the problem, he was at least half of the problem, if not all of it. So yeah, Pete Carmichael, go on with Sean Payton and run your crappy Denver Broncos offense, whatever y'all do over there. I don't know who's winning that game. I don't know if the Steelers are winning or Denver's winning. I don't know. Don't really care. Today it's all about the New Orleans Saints, and for the second straight week, it looks like, I mean, we're going to be the most dominant team. I mean, week one, we looked like the most dominant team out of all the teams in the NFL. This week, it looks like the same thing. It changes week to week, so um, I'm just hoping we can keep it up, man. Just hoping we can keep it up. But aside from that, I mean, what else has been going on around the NFL? The 49ers again lost to the Vikings, and I was so close to picking the Vikings, but I decided not to. I decided to bite my tongue. I decided to go with the safe pick. The 49ers cannot win in Minnesota. It's something about the 49ers going to Minnesota. They just can't win there. The Vikings have their number, supposedly. So, yeah, that's one thing that I should take note for the future. The 49ers cannot win in Minnesota. I'm not picking them to win ever again when they go play in Minneapolis because they can't win there. What's up, Brandon? Good win for you guys too, man. I know you guys closed it out in overtime. Good start to the season for both of us, man. Yeah, Seattle won in overtime. They beat New England. It looked like a pretty entertaining game. I picked Seattle as well. The Ravens losing to the Raiders in week 2. That's good. I think that's going to come back to bite Baltimore big time, dude. I mean, it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? What else happened today? Jacksonville looks like they suck. They're going to suck this year. Uh, Green Bay with Malik Willis beat the Colts. Not going to say that that was a huge shock by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it is what it is there. A lot of upsets today. A lot of upsets. I picked Indianapolis. I didn't pick Green Bay. I thought Green Bay would struggle. I thought Anthony Richardson would play better than he did, and neither of those things. Well, Green Bay struggled offensively. It's not like they lit anything up by any stretch of the imagination, but the Colts couldn't do anything on offense themselves. So that's kind of how it goes. So aside from that, guys, I just want to kind of come on and give my thoughts and react. And like I said, man, I wasn't expecting this. I'm very pleased with the performance today. Trying to stay humble in the process of it. This year's 2-0 looks a lot better than last year's 2-0. Last year we started 2-0. We won both games by a combined 4 points. This year we start 2-0. We win both games by a combined, let's do the math here, 57, 62 points. So that's 31-point wins per game that it averages. So that's, I mean, tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. But with that being said, folks, we'll let you guys all go. Good to see you guys. Who dat? 2-0, baby. Why won't it let me end? Okay, there it goes.